Hi, this is Nick Brandon from tecwork. I'm going to talk to you today about our IT support services that we provide to businesses and organisations throughout Kent, Sussex and London. First, I should say that when we started tecwork, the brand as it began in 2017. There was a bridge or a gap to bridge really in local support because the company that we worked for previously had been swallowed up and closed their office, and that company had a brilliant reputation for support. So when we started tecwork, our focus really was to bridge that gap and to provide what we call wow factor support, so that every interaction our customers have with our business, the customer afterwards gets that wow feeling, thinks, wow, that was really good. And I'm an award-winning guy. I have been up on stage twice on behalf of the companies that I worked for, or the company that I worked for previously, winning local awards, and both were for service excellence. So I know what service excellence is, and that's what we aim to deliver. Now, everybody says that they deliver good service. Why wouldn't they? But the truth is that they just don't, and it's particularly prevalent in our sector. We deal with telecoms and IT. Telecoms support is pretty average at best. IT support, we see people regularly that are at best talking about having average levels of support. At worst, they are deeply dissatisfied with their IT provider, and that's quite often when we get called in to help them, really, because IT, as we all know, is critical to everyone's work these days. It has to work and has to be low maintenance. We don't want people having to call us up or email us with support tickets all the time. That's not good use of our time. That's not good use of our customers' time. So that's really what we're after. And the customers that we see regularly, new customers as well as old, it's really critical that they get that good level of support, and we're offering the wow factor support. And none of the people that I've said that are dealing with our competitors have ever said, I love my IT support company, they're brilliant. I can't think of anybody that does that. At best, it's, yeah, they're okay, they're pretty good sometimes. At worst, people are waiting for hours, days, sometimes weeks for a response from their IT provider. In contrast, we saw one of our best customers. We had a proactive account review, which is something we do regularly with all of our customers, and they were very happy with us. We've done a lot of work with them. They're sort of 75 users in Kent across multiple locations. We've transformed their IT and their telecoms, and they said to us that sometimes we respond within seconds. So that's what we're after. So we also, I think, find that a lot of our competitors tend to just take the money every month, and as I've said, they often do solve the problems in a reasonable level of time, but they just take the money, and the customer doesn't hear from them. They're not proactive. We are proactive. We go and see our customers regularly, as I've mentioned, and we'll recommend new things that have come out that might be better for them, cheaper for them, more efficient. One of the things we find with a lot of IT providers is that they always do what they've always done. So they're not that very forward thinking. So they'll recommend something that's quite old just because that's what they're familiar with, and it shows a bit of a lack of ambition, and it's not really good value for the customer. So another thing that we do, which not everybody does, is we install what we call the RMM, which is remote monitoring and maintenance software. So this basically tells us things like if the internet connection goes down, we know probably before the customer does. We know about disk space, running out of disk space on machines and various devices. We're told about updates that need to be done. If memory is running high on a particular machine, we get alerts. We even get alerted when customers dial 999, which is we can also include customers' management teams in those alerts, so that the management team gets an instant notification that someone in their organisation's dialed 999, which of course can be very useful indeed. We also have a ticketing system, which is Freshdesk. That's very useful. So that means that all tickets raised get sent into our ticketing system, and the customer immediately gets a response with a reference number. That then goes into our help desk, gets picked up. Normally between 10 minutes and an hour, that gets picked up. Sometimes quicker than 10 minutes, but certainly no longer than 4 hours. And we have alerts and thresholds on our system to alert us if something has for any reason gone over our 4-hour threshold. So that's something we take really seriously. We also take documentation very seriously, making sure that we document things for our customers properly, and that's really important with regards to keeping things secure from the point of view of cyber threats and cyber security. So that's really it in a nutshell. It's called our managed service or managed IT support. It's called various things. We offer this on normally a monthly basis, so you get charged monthly for unlimited support for all of your users, regardless of what the problem is. It gets fixed and gets looked at. There's nothing that's not included unless you have some weird and wonderful software from somebody where you have a supplier of the software that's providing that software support. But other than that, everything's included. So that's our IT support. That's what we like to do. We like to keep local. Nearly all of our customers are in Kent, Sussex, and some are in London. But we don't go any further than that, because we'd just be wasting our time, because we do also like to come out and see customers. That's my parting comment really on this is a lot of IT providers, they want to maximise their profit, so they don't really like going out to see customers. So although they'll take on support contracts from customers that aren't near to them, they won't go out and see people unless they're absolutely forced to do so. So yeah, having been in this sector now since 1994, I think I can speak with quite a bit of experience and authority. So if you like what I'm talking about, please do get in touch. Our website address is tecwork.co.uk. You can email us on helpme@tecwork.co.uk, and you can call us on 01892 578 666. If you're looking on YouTube, do please subscribe, share, all the rest of it. So yeah, that's me, Nick Brandon from Tecwork. Have a great day. Thank you very much.